Evy Cugelman, and I'm a retired registered nurse who specialized in dementia, person-directed care, and complementary therapies as an educator and consultant for most of my career. As a young nurse, I was always disheartened by the number of medications that elders were on, and how medications were the focus on managing elders, not to mention how difficult it was to manage pain. The psychotropics for elders with dementia was the norm, and all of this was quite disturbing to me, so I was always looking for other approaches. In 1992, I was the manager of the Victorian Order of Nurses Simcoe County Branch Alzheimer Respite and Enrichment Program in Ontario, Canada. At that time, I also developed severe arthritis in both knees. I was at a friend's place one day and clearly in pain and limping, and a man also visiting said he could help me. He began to wave his hands over my legs, never touching me, but the pain moved down my legs and out my feet, and I was pain-free. This was amazing. How did this happen? The next day, the pain was back, so I did what he did and kept the pain at a manageable level. He didn't say what he did or give it a name, but about 5 days later, I was at a party, and my husband called me over to talk to a woman who he said it sounded like she was teaching what I'd been doing all week. That's how I found Therapeutic Touch. What intrigued me is that it was developed for nurses at NYU by a professor of nursing, Dr. Dolores Krieger, and her mentor, Dora Kuhns. And it was research-based. I mean, that was amazing. I began training in 1992, and after my first class, I brought my teacher up to my city monthly to not only train my staff, but anyone who wanted to learn Therapeutic Touch. This went on until I became a teacher in 1994 and attended retreats every year in New York State with Dr. Krieger and Dora Kuhns. I also brought Therapeutic Touch into our policies and procedures wherever I worked from then on. Therapeutic Touch changed my life. Although I was in management and didn't have much contact with patients or clients, my staff certainly did. They were seen as miracle workers because they all trained in Therapeutic Touch, and they would use it with their clients who were living with dementia. The relaxation response can happen in about 2 minutes or less, so they were able to use this to ensure the clients remained calm. If they were providing bathing assistance, then they would do Therapeutic Touch before and never had any issues. We never needed psychotropic drugs. Therapeutic Touch is driven by compassion with the intention to help someone in need. I saw the results of this, whether it be the relaxation response or a reduction in one's perception of pain or a faster healing with a wound or fracture. But I also became aware that if compassion and intention can help someone, then the opposite is true as well. I had to become very aware of my thoughts and things that I said because I only wanted to help, not harm. Ultimately, it made me a better person. The act of centering is very important in Therapeutic Touch when providing a session, and I learned how to use this to stay in present time and not shift into fear or anxiety, especially when times are tough. I have to say that for everything I've ever learned, this was the most profound and life-changing. I can provide a Therapeutic Touch session anywhere at any time and help someone in need. Thank you so much for listening.